Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing something very different from what I've been doing before. I'm going to review a TV series. So let's talk about Dead to Me, a Netflix TV series. It's a dark comedy, and each episode is 30 minutes long, around 30 minutes long, and it has 10 episodes. And guys, if I tell you I binge watched this entire TV series in one sitting. I had no intention for watching TV today. I was just perusing through Netflix and I found it and I was like, okay, the trailer looked a bit dope, so I was like, let me check this out. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was quite riveting. Being that I've watched Avengers Endgame twice this week, I can say it's speaking a lot to the plot of this TV series, and I'd highly recommend you guys watching it. I know I should give the recommendation at the end of the review, but I don't care. I'll give you guys the recommendation now. Go watch the TV series. It's amazing. The writing, the script, but we'll get down to all that. So the TV show stars Christina Applegate as a grieving widow, Jen, and Linda Cardellini as Judy, a friend that she makes in the grief support group. It follows their friendship along. It's about girl friendship dynamics, if you may say so, and not only just like girl friendship dynamics, but grown woman friendship dynamics. It offers a lot in the form of a story. The plot is quite intense, interesting, well written. The dialogue is amazing between these two, and the chemistry between the two friends is amazing. Let me say this, I'm sorry I've used the word amazing too much, but I honestly thought the two were actual friends. But after watching a few interviews while they're promoting the TV show, I discovered they actually just met each other on, not on set, but rather while working on this project. And you wouldn't know that because the friendship that they display while in this TV series is very natural. It's very not forced. They have a great chemistry, great working chemistry. And I'd love to see these two in other shows together. I think they would make for great TV or just a great movie, anything, you know. One thing you should know, Linda Cardellini played the wife to Hawkeye in Avengers Endgame. She looked a bit familiar while I was watching the series, but then when I found that out, my nostalgia just went, oh, I totally enjoyed it. So let's talk about what I liked on the TV show. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the supporting cast. So there was also a great supporting cast of James Marsden as Judy's on and off psychotic boyfriend in their extremely unhealthy relationship. I mean, guys, I'm sure you've seen these kinds of relationships going around. Then we also have Ed Asner, everyone loves him, Max Jenkins and Brad Scott, among many others, who also delivered a very solid character. They played it very well. Each supporting cast was not whitewashed just for the sake of ensuring that our lead characters shine. Each supporting character had a great solid performance, a great solid backstory that I would also like to watch, and you kind of develop attachments to these supporting characters as well. So let's talk about what I liked about the Netflix show. Right off the bat, it presents itself as a great dark comedy, balancing between dark humor and satire, as well as grief. It's like painful, but then funny. You genuinely get laughs in between, and I think this has to say a lot about the screenplay and the writing. It was well written, and then the chemistry and the delivery of the characters was a great contributing factor to the entire product that came out. It was well balanced, well written. The next thing I loved were the plot twists. The things that I thought I knew about the show or I thought were going to happen did not actually happen. Or the things that I thought, they couldn't tell us this right now. I mean, this is something for far down the line. Like, they're not going to tell us in episode 1 or episode 2. Yeah, my friend, you're going to find them in episode 1. You're going to sit there, you're going to watch, and you'll be shocked from episode 1 all the way to episode 10. So let's get on to the next thing that I like, the chemistry between Christina Applegate and the other leading character lady, Linda Cardellini. Oh, That was a natural friendship, guys. It doesn't get any more real than that. I don't know if it was acting too. They were so good at displaying their friendship. The dynamics of the relationship were very well set, because Jen is more of a stiff real estate agent character, bold and ballsy with a lot of anger issues, while Judy is a bit more free-spirited, caring, highly understanding, but with very questionable taste in not only boyfriends but the choices that she makes. I mean, she's tragic in some ways but really nice in others, and I think I liked her character much more than I liked Jen's, though Jen was able to display the anger in a very good way, you know, but Judy was more my favorite, more my default, and I found myself rooting for Judy a lot from episode 1. Okay, I didn't like her very much at the beginning of the series, like episode 1 to episode 3. I was like, oh, you are fishy. Guys, my backdrop is falling. Give me 1 second. So, I'm back. Yeah. As I was saying, I found her character a bit questionable, but then towards the end, I ended up rooting for her. But I can say the chemistry between the two delivered a great performance for the TV show, in that without their friendship, there really wouldn't be much of a backbone and a reason for us to root for any of these two characters. The friendship played a big role in the development of their characters, if you know what I'm saying. I have to give a 100, or is it a 10 out of 10 for the performance that James Marsden gave as Judy's on and off psychotic ex-boyfriend. Okay, he's not psychotic, I just didn't like him. I've always loved James Marsden. I think he's extremely hot. That being said, he really portrayed a douchebag in this TV series, and there were times I was like, oh my god, this is like the worst of all boyfriends put together and squished into one thing. I hated him. I did not like his character. He was very well written, and he managed to convince me to hate him just for a short while. He's bae. Nonetheless, he delivered one of the best performances in this entire series, and I can say he's also one of my favorite characters. He's actually on the top 3. I would say it's Judy first, then James Marsden, then Christina Applegate, because he delivered douche like douche has not been delivered before. Another thing I liked was how each episode was 30 minutes long. I mean, guys, in this day and age when we have to watch movies, we have to catch up with all the 21 Avengers movies, and I want to go and watch a comedy, and I have work tomorrow, and I'm shooting a YouTube video today, I have no time for a 40-50 minute episode TV series unless you're something that I absolutely love, like Game of Thrones, which I haven't watched in a few years. Okay, so no. Actually, 30 minutes is acceptable for me for a TV series. It's great when I'm making a wig. I can just sit down, watch, finish. When I'm done with the TV series, I'm also done with the wig. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I do not have time for a 1 hour, 10 episode series. Oh yeah, unless you're Haunting on Hill House. That was a good series. I should do a review on that one day. If you guys want to see me doing a review for Haunting on Hill House, let me know. I'm gonna do it. I may be 2 years too late or a year too late, I don't know, but it's a great series, and I am ready to review it for you guys. So another thing I liked was the setting and the style. It was a fun and breezy LA, kind of a coastal feel to the TV show, and I felt it was refreshing. After all the depression I've gone through after watching Avengers Endgame, I wanted something refreshing. Yes, it was dark. It was a satirical, dark humor, but nonetheless, the setting was refreshing for me. I have to say, the only thing I did not like so much was the fact that the episodes in the middle, episode 5, 6, were a bit slow. The plot and the story was moving along a bit slow, but everything picks up in episode 7, 8, 9, and episode 10. You guys should just go sit down and try and watch it. It comes highly recommended. It's refreshing, guys. It's refreshing TV, and I haven't watched a TV series in so long, so I was pleasantly surprised. Another thing I liked was the dialogue. If I haven't said this enough, I absolutely loved the dialogue, the script, and the screenplay must have been amazing, and the delivery was just great. This was refreshing. It was really good. I enjoyed this. I really did. And sorry to sound so passionate about just a TV series, but when you find something good and someone has actually worked towards making something good and giving you a quality product, clearly no shortcuts are taken. You have to appreciate the art. You have to appreciate what they do for us. And this was a great TV show. Guys, it's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix since I think March. I mean the beginning of May, I'm not sure. But guys, just go sit down and try and watch this. It's binge worthy. You can watch it in one sitting. Have a nice snack and just sit down and watch it. I think you'll really enjoy it. So I'll talk about the plot, but this is a non-spoiler review, and you're not going to get anything that's going to spoil the TV show for you. In the spirit of the Russo brothers, we do not spoil TV shows or movies for people here, unless of course the movie has been out for like 3 weeks. About the plot, so the story follows the two grieving individuals. You can see they've had a tragic past. Jen lost her husband. Jen is played by Christina Applegate, if I didn't make that already clear. So Jen lost her husband like 3 months ago, and Judy is also in the support group and she's experiencing loss. So they start from a point of pain. Then we follow their friendship. It becomes more complicated, and it's also a friendship that is very easy to fall back into. No, let me rephrase that. Their friendship comes off as extremely natural, extremely easy to fall into, but also extremely complicated because of the secret that Judy has. That secret could spoil their friendship. However, you will find yourself cheering them on. You will find yourself cheering Judy on and questioning yourself. Like, what kind of a person am I supporting Judy? What kind of a person am I? I questioned myself a lot. I have to say the character development of the two leads and the supporting cast happens to be very natural and interesting in a way, making it quite easy to follow. And I can say the delivery of the story was extremely exceptional. Overall, I'd say this is a great watch. This is something you should definitely go onto Netflix. Sit down on a Friday night. Just sit down and binge the entire series. It will not give you a headache. It will not lead you in tears. I'm speaking to you, Avengers Endgame. I'm speaking to you. And it's refreshing and refreshingly good writing. I don't think these things are very easy to come by these days when there's so much to watch, so much content everywhere, and sometimes you can't narrow down as to what is good and what's mediocre. But this was definitely not mediocre. So if you liked what you saw and you like me reviewing TV shows or movies, or you want to see more of these kind of videos rather than the ones that are making wigs, please comment below and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.